Alright everybody, so what we have here is a Briggs and Stratton electric start engine. It's a common, it came on a lawnmower, and we're having a problem with the electric starter motor. I've already removed these two screws, so this cover will come off. And if you listen, when I try to start it, it just kind of makes that crunching noise and the engine doesn't turn over. I bought a new battery thinking that that might be the problem, but that wasn't it. One thing I did notice is if you look down in here, you can see the starter motor gear. And I sprayed a little bit of WD-40 in there hoping that that would help. And it didn't. But what I did notice was sometimes it spins. If you fiddle with it a little bit, be careful. Don't try to start it with your finger down there. I just wiggled it, and see it tries to spin a little bit, but it's like it's stripped. So something's definitely going on with that gear. So to get to that, we're going to have to take the gas tank off, or at least loosen it and move it back. You can see we have 3 bolts on top here that a 5/16 socket will loosen those up, and a lot of times you can just tip the gas tank back after that. If I still can't get to it, there's another bolt down here on the side that I'll take off, and then the whole gas tank will come off. Alright, let's see if we can get a peek here. This is a 5/16 socket, and you have 3 bolts that hold it down, the gas tank down on top here. Be careful not to drop them down in by the flywheel. Oh, I almost did. So you can see I can tilt it back a little bit, but unfortunately the frame here is in the way. But I can see what's going on. If you look. Oh. Cracked. So indeed the starter gear here is whacked and cracked. Looks like it's cracked in several spots. So to get this gas tank off the rest of the way, you just have to go under here, underneath the tank on this side, and there's a 3/8, and I have a 3/8 socket here. And you can take off the fuel line if you want. You don't have to. Man, this gear is wasted. Check that out. So I'm going to make a note of which way it goes here so I remember, and I need to order a new one. Looks like it's easy enough to install. You just have a circlip here that you take off. Oh, don't lose that sucker. And then this washer must pop off of here. It's kind of stuck. I wonder how you do that if I have to take off this whole starter motor. I might have to take this cover off here. Let me think about this. Oh, I just realized it was stuck on there a little bit. Comes right off. And you can see it has a little section there that goes down in here. So make sure you put that back right. think I'm going to go ahead and clean out in here a little bit as well. And you can see when I go to start it here, that spins. So I think we're good. It also looks like I need to clean up this gear a little bit. Still a lot of dirt in these grooves. Well, we got the new one in. Part number is right here. And of course, I only recommend buying Briggs and Stratton parts on something like this. You want to make sure you get a quality part. And I couldn't remember which way this thing was. I guess I'll have to review the tape. Get this thing on here. I don't think there's a way I can get it on there without taking this cover off, unfortunately. Gotta loosen up your oil dipstick here. Got a 5/16 socket. And then I just pull it up enough to where I can turn it out of the way. And then I need a 3/8 socket here. I'm gonna get my drill. 4 bolts and it should come off. 2 back here. And 2 up front. Okay. Looks like I might have to take that starter motor off to put this gear back on. I see 2 bolts holding it on, so it's not going to be that tough. One up here. And one down here. Okay, so I had to review the tape to see which way to put this thing. And it actually goes this way. And then you have this little section here that has to fit down into the section on the starter motor here. There we go. It needs to go down a little farther because I don't have enough room to put the clip on yet. It out down in there maybe. All right, let's see if I can push down this gear enough here. For some reason it feels like this spiral piece here isn't going down far enough because I need the room to put the circlip. So I was having a hard time getting this piece to go down far enough to where I could put the clip on here. But I finally figured it out. I just kind of had to tap it into place. So let's see if I can do that now. Don't forget to line up your marks here. Get them in the right spot. There. Now once you get it in the right spot, yeah, see, I was able to tap it right into place. So
yeah,
that can be a little tricky. One of these bolts, I didn't have to take out both of these bolts, just one, and then I loosened one. So it's already in place, easy to tighten up. And there's the other one. See if we can tighten him up without stripping anything. Yep. All right, we'll be able to test this thing out here pretty quick. Not too tight, you can break this stuff. Alright, let's get that clip back on there. Oh boy. Tough to get up sometimes. Alright, I saved it. That. There we go. All right, keep your fingers out of there. We're going to test this out.
Yep.
I like the sounds of that. I think we're back in action, folks. Sometimes this little bracket here can get in the way. Just bend it a little bit. Well, that was successful, but my test start was a little dangerous. So that was kind of one of these lessons that I give. Don't do what Jeff does. So I didn't show it to you, but on the bottom of the gas tank, in addition to these 3 mounting bolts, you do have this bolt here and a spacer that goes between the gas tank and the engine block, and then that goes in. Basically it just pushes into place like that. Down under we go. Sometimes it's easier to put these top 3 bolts in before you put the lower one in. So that's what I'm doing. I'm lining these up first, and that'll show me right where that bottom hole is. Alright. Back over to this side here. Alright, tight there. And I want to make sure we got the oil spout one tightened down, which I do. Now on to these 3. I'm going to test run this thing again with this stuff attached correctly. Alright, let's finish this baby up, put it back together, give her a shot. See what happens. Already checked the oil, so I know we're good there. Alright, let's test this thing out.
Let's test this baby.